Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, I want to talk to you about how to spot and help someone in a mental health crisis, and I will put a link to this article in the description for the video. Experts wish more people spotted the signs earlier: feeling overwhelmed, not feeling, quote, like yourself, shifts in sleep, behavior, and mood. The United States has a mental health problem. Data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention show that more young people, especially girls, are reporting poor mental health. And while the national suicide rate fell slightly in 2024, it did so from one of its highest levels ever reported. Mental health crises can happen abruptly or build to a tipping point over time. They can be fueled by a sudden loss or traumatic event, personal or societal upheaval, underlying health conditions, or any combination of factor. Whatever the cause, experts say the best thing to do is to spark a conversation as early as possible and connect to a broader support system. Crisis can start as someone feeling depression or anxiety but not being able to pinpoint the cause. Other signs can include, and this is so important, folks, because this is the kind of things that we ask about when we get a call from a family: not enjoying or engaging in things they used to like, engaging less socially, sleep irregularities, decreased hygiene, increased use of alcohol or drugs, extreme mood swings, talking about being a burden or others, feeling hopeless, wanting to die or kill themselves, having no reasons to live. The other things that we talk about, that we see is, somebody, and it talks about sleep irregularities, they sleep all day, they're up all night. They're hanging out with a totally different crowd. Maybe they're flunking out of school, right, because their grades are terrible, or they can't hold down a job. Maybe there's even been some, criminal conduct, getting arrested for things like DUI, possession of drugs. There's a lot of different things that go into this. Sometimes families will say to us, we know something's wrong. Subjectively, they just know. And when we talk about, well, have you seen this? Have you seen that? What's your sleep like? What's their food habits like? Who are they hanging out with? Right? The picture starts to get painted and you realize there's a problem here. It says here, crisis intervention experts recommend taking a moment to do some research and prepare before jumping into a conversation with someone in crisis. We get more than 10 million calls, chats, and texts a year. And a lot of those are actually people just looking for resources for someone in their life after struggling. It's a common myth that asking someone about whether they are contemplating suicide can put that thought in their head. Experts say mental health crises are complex, experts say, and it's critical to understand cultural stigmas and other barriers that might be at play starting a conversation. True healing can take years. Yeah, no truer words were spoken. Okay, I'll let you read the article for yourself, but you get the idea, right? There are just certain signs. And look, if you can get someone to start, to have an open, honest conversation about this, I think it's a good start. If you can get them to go to see a clinician, that's a great thing. Perhaps they're willing to take meds. Not everybody needs legal intervention. But if this has been going on for years and years and years, and a lot of the time by the time a family calls us, that's what's been going on, then we've reached the point where this person can no longer make the decision to save themselves. They're probably in denial. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. I know you say my life is in chaos. For me, this is fine. It's my normal way of being. And so where we come in is we give families the ability to make the decision their loved one can't make, which is the decision to save themselves, whether it's going to treatment, whether it's taking their meds, all kinds of different things. And so if you're a family out there and you've got a loved one who's been dealing with this, we'd like to have a conversation with you about what options may or may not be available, both legal and non-legal. And if there's an issue going on in your family that I haven't made a video about, let me know. I'd be happy to make you a video, because if it's affecting your family, it's affecting somebody else's. And these videos are about giving you the information that you need. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want more of this content, please subscribe to the channel. And with that said, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.